Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Today, we'll be diving into the fascinating world of biological perspectives on criminal behavior. We'll explore how genetics, brain function, hormones, and even ethical considerations play a role in crime research and prevention. It's an exciting journey into understanding the biological factors that can influence criminal actions and what that means for society. Let's get started. When we look at criminal behavior from a biological standpoint, it's important to see how it doesn't work in isolation from social factors. Research today increasingly blends biological insights with traditional social explanations to get a fuller picture. For instance, genetic influences can make certain individuals more predisposed to particular behaviors, which doesn't mean they are destined to commit crimes, but it does add a layer to consider. Then, there are neurological aspects. Our brain structures and functions play a big role in how well we can control ourselves and make decisions. If these systems aren't working optimally, that might affect behavior. Hormones are another piece of the puzzle, as fluctuations can impact aggression levels and impulse control. Altogether, this biology-informed approach deepens our understanding of criminal behavior by highlighting factors beyond just environment and upbringing. When we look at the relationship between genetics and criminal behavior, research has identified certain genes that appear to be linked to tendencies associated with criminal actions. One gene that often comes up in these discussions is the MAOA gene, sometimes called the warrior gene. Variations in this gene have been found to increase the likelihood of aggressive and antisocial behaviors, but usually only when combined with negative environmental factors, such as childhood trauma or neglect. It's important to understand that these genes don't directly cause someone to commit crimes. Rather, they create a predisposition. This means that criminal behavior is shaped by a complex interaction between our genetic makeup and the environments we grow up in. So, it's really this gene-environment interplay that plays a critical role in influencing behavior. When we look inside the brain, research shows that certain regions are closely linked to violent behavior. Neuroimaging studies often find abnormalities in areas like the prefrontal cortex, which is crucial for impulse control and moral reasoning. If this region shows reduced activity or structural differences, it can impair a person's judgment and make them more prone to risk-taking or aggressive actions. These neurophysiological differences are important because they provide measurable indicators that can signal a vulnerability to criminal behavior. By understanding these brain mechanisms, we gain valuable insight into the biological factors that can contribute to violent behavior. Hormonal influences, especially testosterone, play a crucial role in shaping behaviors like aggression and dominance. Research shows that higher levels of testosterone are often linked to increased aggression, which can raise the chances of someone engaging in violent or criminal activities. Essentially, testosterone affects behavior by amplifying these aggressive and dominant tendencies. By understanding how this hormone impacts behavior, we gain insight into the biological factors that contribute to criminal actions, helping us better comprehend the complex roots of such behaviors. When we talk about early development, it's important to recognize how prenatal and early life factors can shape behavioral outcomes later on. For example, if a developing fetus is exposed to harmful substances during pregnancy, this can interfere with normal neurodevelopment, potentially leading to difficulties down the road. Additionally, complications that occur during birth can increase an individual's vulnerability to antisocial behaviors and even criminal tendencies as they grow up. Because of these risks, ensuring proper prenatal care and implementing early intervention strategies are crucial. By addressing these issues early, we have a better chance of preventing negative outcomes before they take root. Let's look at some of the key scientific evidence behind biological predictors of criminal behavior. Foundational studies have laid the groundwork by identifying specific biological factors that can influence such behavior. One significant area of research focuses on variants of the MAOA gene, which have been shown to interact with environmental factors in ways that can increase aggression. Brain imaging studies further support this by revealing notable structural and functional differences in the brains of offenders compared to non-offenders. Additionally, hormonal studies highlight a connection between higher testosterone levels and increased aggression. When taken together, all this research provides strong empirical evidence that biology plays a meaningful role in contributing to criminal behavior. When we bring biology into the realm of crime and justice, it opens up several ethical concerns. One major issue is the debate between determinism and free will. If someone's biology influences their actions, how do we hold them accountable? This raises questions about personal responsibility. Another important consideration is the risk of stigma or discrimination. If certain biological traits are linked to criminal behavior, individuals with those traits might face unfair treatment or prejudice. That's why it's essential to strike a balance between scientific insights and respecting individual rights. Policies must be crafted carefully to ensure that biology informs justice without undermining fairness. Ultimately, understanding these ethical and social implications helps prevent misuse of biological information and supports a justice system that is both fair and humane. Looking ahead, ongoing research is focused on untangling the complex relationships between genetics, neurophysiology, hormones, and environmental factors. Understanding these interactions more deeply could significantly improve how we identify biological risk factors, which is crucial for developing early interventions and personalized prevention methods. Future research is also moving toward combining biological insights with social policies to effectively reduce crime rates, all while maintaining strict ethical standards. Additionally, there is a strong emphasis on improving rehabilitation efforts in ways that balance prevention goals with ethical and social considerations, ensuring that both individuals and communities benefit.